Sweep! Sweep! Joe Duffy's Picks does it again. We sweep the board yesterday, going 3-0 in basketball to go to 56-36. College and NBA combined, 9-1. A smooth 90% with basketball wise guy plays. We've got 2 collegiate basketball winning picks plus an NBA wise guy pay. Promises made, promises delivered. Joe Duffy's Picks, the anchor of OffshoreInsiders.com, www.offshoreinsiders.com. Let's give you some news and notes, plus a free pick for today in the NBA. Utah and Cleveland. Cleveland has the second worst margin of cover, or sweat barometer, as some prefer, minus 2.9 points per game on the year. They're 16-26 where it counts. LeBron James missed practice yesterday with flu-like symptoms. They're 1-7 against the spread without him, going under 7 of 8. Miami and Charlotte. Miami back-to-back while Charlotte is rested. So a little bit of a rest scheduling advantage for Charlotte. Miami, they are last in possessions per game, so they're a very slow-paced team, getting only 91.7 points per game. That is important for, only 91.7 possessions per game. That's very important for those people who handicap totals. The Hornets are a staggering 15-0 against the spread, winning by an average of 11 points per game straight up at home after a double-digit home win in which they allowed less than 40% from the field. Toronto and Memphis. Toronto's playing 3 games in 4 days against a rested Memphis team. The Magic and the Pistons. Tobias Harris for Orlando is questionable. This is important. He averages 18 points per game. Magic has gone over, though, all 3 games they played without him. Harris has given the Pistons trouble, averaging 19.5 points per game, 6.5 rebounds, and 3.0 assists, as well as 3 steals per game in the 2 meetings with Detroit. The Knicks and Philadelphia Sixers, a rare case as being a favorite here. Knicks are the worst margin of cover team in the NBA, or the best go against. They're 14-27, minus 3 points per game ATS. Philly, though, is the 4th worst at minus 2.3 points per game. Sixers, the top under team by a whopping 1.6 points per game over the number 2 team Miami. So the Sixers easily the top under team in the NBA for better so far. No shock. Sixers are the least offensively efficient team, getting just 91 points per 100 possessions. By comparison, Indiana is the 2nd worst at 97.9. So yes, the Sixers, bar none, the worst offensively efficient team in the NBA. However, the Sixers are very solid on defense. They rank 15th at 103.3 points allowed per 100 possessions. New York, meanwhile, 29th at 108.9 points per 100 possessions. New York, second to last in possessions per game, so they play a very slow-paced game, getting a 92.9 possessions per game. Philadelphia's Troy Roten is doubtful, but the Sixers are actually 6-3 against the spread without him. Raptors and the Grizzlies. Memphis, second best over team in the NBA by 5.9 points per game. We have a ton more coming up. Stevie Vincent's 10-4 since last week. Mismatch Game of the Year among 3 basketball winners. A National Gambler advisory has been issued for this Mismatch Game of the Year, plus a Pro Basketball Level 5. And it's all at www.offshoreinsiders.com. www.offshoreinsiders.com. Raptors and the Grizzlies. Memphis is the second best over team at plus 5.9. Mavericks and the Timberwolves. You got the best versus the worst here. Dallas, the most efficient team on offense, getting 110.7 points per 100 possessions. Minnesota, the worst on defense, allowing 109.9. But key injury stuff here. Minnesota center Nikolai Pekovic and guard Kevin Martin are very close to returning. Pekovic has missed 31 games with ankle soreness. Martin has missed the last 30. Now, keep in mind what we always tell you, though, when teams get key players back, it is often one step back before taking a couple steps forward. And that theory says if both of those players are definitely in the lineup and the odds makers have enough time to account for the fact that they would both be in the lineup, that they would actually be a short-term go against, according to certainly a very successful theory that we as pro gamblers use. Atlanta Indiana at Atlanta. The Hawks do have the best margin of cover in the NBA. The 31-11 plus 4.4 points per game. And again, margin of cover measures how much you covered. We're talking ATS. Lakers and the Pelicans. New Orleans 3 games in 4 days. The Lakers will be rested. Kobe Bryant is doubtful. Anthony Davis and Drew Holiday both questionable for the Pelicans. This is big. Remember, Holiday 15.2 points per game. Davis 24 points per game. So this is no small injury information. Oklahoma City and Washington, OKC back-to-back 3 games in 4 days. Washington is rested. The Rockets and the Warriors. Golden State 26-12, second best margin of cover in the NBA at plus 4.3. This is also the top 2 defenses in terms of defensive efficiency. The Warriors are the top defensive team, allowing 96.7 points per 100 possessions by a wide margin by 2.4 over the number 2 defense, which is Houston at plus 99.1. The Warriors do play a fast pace, though. With 100.8 possessions per game, they are the fastest paced team in the NBA. So that's kind of an anomaly. Normally, slowdown teams do better in the points per possession. So Golden State, truly a tremendous defensive team. But because when you have the battle of the 2 top margin, the 2 most defensively efficient teams, our official free pick, we are going with the Houston and Golden State game to go under the total. Again, under the total from Joe Duffy's picks. Suns and the Blazers. LaMarcus Aldridge is out for the Blazers. He averages 23.2 points per game, 10.2 rebounds per game. So again, that is a humongous injury indeed. Remember, Joe Duffy's picks. We save the best information for premium picks. That's why 56 and 36 basketball premium plays, 90% with Wise Guy Plays. Wise Guy Play. Wise Guy Play is up right now. www.offshoreinsiders.com. www.offshoreinsiders.com.